This might be the best skateboarding game that we have in 2023 right now. And I'm not talking about graphics wise. The graphics are fine, but you know, they're nothing amazing, and arguably the best looking skateboarding game right now graphics wise would be Session Skate Sim. But I'm talking purely in terms of animation. This is probably the most realistic looking skateboarding game that we've had potentially ever. And I know that that's quite a big statement to say, and some people aren't going to be happy with that. I think some people probably think that Skater XL looks more realistic. People are going to think that Session looks more realistic. People are going to think that even the Skate series looked more realistic. But I don't think there's been a skateboarding game that has come close to having animations that look this good and this realistic to real life skateboarding. What the hell is this guy tweaking in the corner? Is he okay? I mean, if we do something as simple as a little kickflip nose money there, and then we hop into replay mode, and let's just quickly watch that again. By the way, the replay mode, I'm not a big fan of it, and I kind of don't know how to use it. It's the tiny little details and the little nuances in the animations that just make this game the best looking skateboarding game in terms of animations. Like if I just pull out like any trick here, like let's just do like say a kickflip crook, alright, and then let's do a little tray flip, kickflip. Of course the gravity's unrealistic, whatever, you pop way too high. But even just at the end of the crooked grind, the way the character like pushes it out, just like real life, look how good that tray flip looked. These are just some of the best animations that I've ever seen in a skateboarding game. And I know that the main thing is that these are canned animations, unlike Skater XL, unlike Session. Unlike Skater XL and Session, which are more physics-based, so you can really manipulate your tricks and you can kind of make them look how you want and do them in different ways. You can't really do that in this game because these are just canned animations. These are just mo-capped by professional skateboarders and then just plopped into the game. So every time you do a trick, it pretty much looks exactly the same and you can't really change the way you do them. But the one thing that Session and Skater XL and the games that focus more on that physics side of the tricks, which of course makes sense when you're creating a skateboarding simulation instead of a more arcadey experience like this, they end up lacking in decent realistic skateboarding animations because you can't have a physics-based trick system and then also have really high quality mo-capped animations. It just doesn't really work. At least, I mean, I don't think it works because I haven't seen a game do that yet. Oh, we got sacked. But because this game isn't physics-based, it's just canned animations. Yes, it means you don't have as much freedom over the tricks that you do, but it means that the animations are just top tier, or just so good looking. And I think that alone makes this game a lot of fun. Even just doing flat ground tricks looks so good.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And it's just pretty crazy when you think about skateboarding games in the past. There has not been a game that has managed to reach this level of accuracy when it comes to the animations. And I'm talking about games that have had mocap animations before, like the Skate series, for example. Now, of course, you can't really compare the old Skate games to this game because they are a lot older. Of course, motion capture technology has come a long way since then, and the way that they can incorporate it into these games, I guess, has become more efficient. But even when you look at the gameplay for Skate 4 that we've been seeing recently, that is of course still in really early stages, so it's definitely going to look better when it comes to release. But even the animations in that, I still don't think even come close to what we're seeing right now, and they just don't look as fluid and they don't look as realistic. I do think that Skate 4 looks good in the state that it's currently at from the gameplay we've been seeing, and I do believe that it is going to be one of the best looking skateboarding games that we have had when it comes out. But I think in the meantime, people really need to give Riders Republic a go if they haven't already, because if you're a skateboarder and you're looking for a new experience that has the animations that I personally want to see in a skateboarding game that the likes of Skater XL and Session just don't satisfy in that department, this really is the best looking game that we've got right now. I mean, once you get a hang of the controls as well, like, the game feels pretty good. Like, would I rather have more kind of controls akin to Skate, or even like Skater XL or whatever? Yes, because it means I wouldn't be doing things like this. But for a game that isn't a skateboarding game and is just an urban sports game, whatever you want to call it, they just do skateboarding really well, and I really appreciate that. Wow, okay. Now, I know that there's like kind of a little bit of a weird thing between popping and getting into the trick and popping out of the trick. The transition between tricks isn't the best, but the animations of the tricks themselves just looks great. And I think that just looks really... Oh my god, whoa. This game is a little bit buggy, isn't it? I mean, even down to things like reverting just looks so nice. Like, look how good that looks. Nollie hard flip back crook. Kickflip nose grind. Throw a tray flip in there. Nice 50-50 kickflip there. Let's do like tray flip nose slide. Oh, into a little crook. I don't really know how to control that like double grind thing. Nice kickflip back tail there. Nollie flip. Let's get a nollie flip into like a crook. Oh, okay, kind of went into a nose grind there. What if we try... Ooh, front feeble. Nice. That looks so good, and just the little details just make it what it is, in my opinion. We're just going to do a little hill bomb here. A little fakey flip down there. Also, the map looks so nice. Imagine having a full skateboarding game with a map like this. And it's just full of skate spots. It's just a big city, very much like, you know, like the skate games. But with the detail that this game has now that we have in modern games. Little power slide. Even the pushing animation looks amazing. I think that we need to start appreciating mo-capped animations again in skateboarding games, because we're definitely kind of going away from them in the simulation type skateboarding games. But for games like this and for Skate 4, I think we're really going to appreciate having those kind of mo-capped animations again. I just crooked grinded a log. I mean, one of my favorite tricks in this game is the hard flip. It looks insane. Like, just look at how good this hard flip looks. Wow. Like, yeah, there is a bit of a weird thing with the popping. It's not so smooth. But the actual hard flip itself, the animation, the way the board is caught and everything, it looks so good. I know a lot of people are going to kind of automatically hate this game for quite a lot of reasons, and I think that it's pretty easy to hate on a game like Riders Republic from a lot of things like the pricing point and how all these add-ons are paid DLC and things like that. Also the fact that it comes from Ubisoft, and obviously I think everybody who plays video games, you know, has a pretty strong opinion on how they feel about Ubisoft. But I think if you look at the skateboarding in Riders Republic as its own thing, and you kind of ignore the fact that it has the weird Riders Republic controls and look at this as a skateboarding game, you know, say this was its own standalone game, while yes, it has a lot of issues, and it's not perfect, nothing is. I think this is a pretty solid skateboarding gaming experience, and it is nice to feel the nostalgia of the likes of the Tony Hawk games as well, which this game definitely encapsulates in my opinion, but with just really nice animations and also a really nice map that I wish it had more skate spots though. That's one of my main pet peeves with this game. There is other spots in the map, but for the most part it's mostly dirt and snow and things like that, and this is kind of the main area. Let's actually hit this massive handrail. This looks fun. Set a session marker here and hit a couple tricks down this. Let's get like a big kickflip 50-50 down the whole thing. Ubisoft Connect, go away. You're ruining my video right now. Okay, big Smith grind. Whoa. Nice. Really nice big Smith. I know there's a lot of people out there that probably don't like the unrealistic aspects of this game, like the sparks when you grind and things like that. I personally quite like them. I think it's just, you know, it goes with the theme of the game. I think it's kind of fun. And as somebody who plays pretty much very realistic grounded skateboarding simulation games all the time, as you guys know if you watch the channel, this is a nice kind of breath of fresh air, to be honest. I feel like Riders Republic skateboarding kind of just came along at the right time. to when a lot of people, at least I know I was definitely looking for a new skateboarding experience. As much as I love Skater XL, as much as I love Session, you know, there comes a time where you just have to take a break from them and you really start craving something new. I would, however, love to know what you guys think about Riders Republic skateboarding. Have you guys been playing it, or have you even tried it? Do you have Riders Republic already? Because I personally do enjoy this game. I don't really play it that often, but you know, I was a bit bored of the same old Skater XL Session content, so that's why I decided to put it up today and make a video for you guys, because it is just nice to play something different. And also the fact that it has some really nice transition physics, which... oh, that was really sketchy. Are just really fun to mess around with. Oh, kickflip tail grab. Oh, that was a nice little way to get out the bowl there. I like that. I think a game that has this high quality of animations would really benefit from lower gravity. I think you could really make this into a very realistic skateboarding experience with some lower gravity. And I don't know, I think a lot of people would like that. I don't know if they are planning on updating this at all, but if they did, it would be nice to see some possible gravity options so that you can make it a little bit more realistic. I would also love to see more areas to skate as well. Maybe some like more street sections would be really nice. Wow. Nollie tray nose blunt. Nice. Nice tray flip back crook. Ooh, that was a nice line, man. Wow, that was so sick. I kind of touched on it earlier, but I do think it really says a lot when a non-skateboarding developer, in terms of like, you know, Session is a studio. The Creature is developed by... no, wait, wrong, other way around. Session is developed by Creature, who are a studio made up by skateboarders, you know, with the intention of making a skateboarding game, right? Easy Day Studios are the same. They're made up by skateboarders with the intention of making Skater XL, a skateboarding game. Also, kind of Black Box Studios, who I guess are now named Full Circle, were put together by skateboarders to make the Skate series of games. You know, so obviously when it comes to games that are actually being developed by skateboarders, you expect it to be very good, authentic skateboarding experiences. So you would expect a game like this, which is developed by a studio that I imagine there's probably some skateboarders working at Ubisoft or working at the specific studio that made Riders Republic. But when it comes from a studio that wasn't put together to make a skateboarding game, that wasn't built by skateboarders, and they put out a really good skateboarding experience for you to play, a really kind of, you know, pretty decently authentic and really pretty realistic for the most part, really good looking skateboarding experience. I think it really does speak volumes. I don't even really know what I'm trying to get at anymore, but I just think it's impressive that skateboarding in Riders Republic just turned out to kind of work so well when it came from a studio that isn't made up of skateboarders, basically. Wow, Nollie Tray back Smith. I also just want to clarify that this video has nothing to do with me being a Ubisoft partner. I just decided to play this today because it's been a little minute since we played it, and I haven't done a lot of videos on this game. And all of these opinions are completely my own, and I do genuinely enjoy this game. But yeah, as always, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section, and I want to know what you guys think of Riders Republic skateboarding. Are you playing it? Are you not playing it? Maybe you're not interested in it at all. Maybe you're really enjoying it, and you're actually playing through the story mode and everything. I haven't actually touched any of the missions, really. For me, I just enjoy playing skateboarding games as a kind of free skate experience. But yeah, please let me know in the comments what you guys think of Riders Republic skateboarding. I am genuinely interested. I know a lot of people aren't really willing to purchase Riders Republic because, you know, this is a full price game and then you have to buy the skateboarding expansion on top of that. I will just add quickly that you can actually buy the game bundled with the Skate add-on, which I imagine will then end up being a discounted price if you buy them together. Either way, I just want to let you guys know so you get all the information. Back to the video. So it's kind of one of those things that unless you already have Riders Republic and you just have to pay for the expansion and you're willing to do that, then then maybe you're more likely to actually play this. But if you don't have Riders Republic and you need to buy the game on top of the expansion, it's still quite a lot of money just for only a section of a skateboarding game as opposed to an entire skateboarding game. So, I know that a lot of people won't play it for that reason. Wow, that was a big switch backside flip right there. I do think that it is just interesting to see who's playing this and who isn't, and kind of gauge how well this game is actually doing in terms of the skateboarding side of things, because being part of the fake skate community and the skateboarding gaming community, whatever you want to call it, we're a tough crowd to please. We know what we like and we know what we want to see in skateboarding games, and it's very easy for us to be disappointed with a skateboarding game. Unfortunately, the skateboarding video game world has just been very volatile, and it comes and goes in popularity, much like real life skateboarding. I don't think we've had the best of luck in getting a real, well-made, finished skateboarding video game experience in a long time. I think really the closest we're going to get to kind of a AAA polished skateboarding game right now, until Skate 4 comes out, is this. I think this is really it for now. And right now, this is really the only option to play outside of the main two titles, XL and Session. Obviously, unless you're still playing the Skate titles, more power to you to keep playing those games. They're still great games to play. But I think if you're looking for a new experience, this is kind of the only real option if you don't want to play, or you're just sick of playing Skate and Session. So Riders Republic skateboarding is definitely in an interesting place right now, I feel like. Or at least just came out at a very interesting time. Whoa, big kickflip crick. I think we're going to end the video right there. That was quite a nice little line to end on. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It is fun to revisit Riders Republic skateboarding. I haven't played it in like a month or so it's nice to come back every now and then. It is a really fun experience, and I do mean that. With all the stuff I said in today's video, I would love to hear your guys' opinion on this game, because it is still quite an interesting little enigma that's been thrown into the mix of skateboarding games at the minute, because skateboarding games are in a really weird spot, and now we just have this other skateboarding experience that kind of is a mix between the realistic experience that one side of the community enjoy, mostly the side that I'm in, and then there's the kind of arcadey side as well, and this kind of is somewhere in the middle. So I don't know, it's just fun to talk about and to hear what you guys think about the whole thing. But thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video as always. Peace.